Hello everyone, Captain Gurjot here, founder of Horizon Pilot Training Institute. We are India's most trusted academy and thanks for signing up. Today we are going to discuss about pilot training and opportunities in aviation in 3 simple stages. Stage 1. Let's start with understanding the scope of opportunities and growth in aviation as a pilot. We need to understand that pilot training is a specialized course. Just like how doctors are specialized in treating patients, a lawyer is advocacy, and a pilot is to fly planes. Here we are talking about civil aviation. For us, civil aviation means airlines, and airlines belongs to travel industry. When it comes to traveling is something which is not going to decrease. Instead, it is going to increase more and more in next 10 years. If you consider the scenario back in 2015, very few people used to travel via airplanes in India. Fast forward to present year, almost every working Indian travels via airplanes. This is the first decade ever where Government of India is investing so much in building aviation infrastructure and new airports under the UDAN scheme in Tier 1, Tier 2 as well as Tier 3 cities in India. This is the best time where you can utilize the opportunity and become the part of the growth. The opportunity is right there. To grab it or not is your decision. If you look at the press release report by Ministry of Civil Aviation, we had 74 airports in 2014. Fast forward to present year, we have more than 163 active airports in India. And Ministry of Civil Aviation is predicting to build 400 airports in next 15 years. If you look at the passenger traffic, it is expected to grow 6 times. It is about to reach 1.1 billion in next 15 years. So trust me when I say aviation is going to expand a lot in next 5 to 10 years, which means you have to be prepared with all the eligibility criteria to grab the opportunity as an airline pilot. As we now understood the scope of opportunities in aviation, stage 2, let's understand the steps to become an airline pilot. To begin with, you are supposed to do class 2 medical test, where full body examination is done and you are declared physically fit for aviation. Once the medical test is over, now you can begin your pilot training. The entire pilot training is divided in 2 stages. Stage 1, your ground classes, the theory classes, where you learn all the aviation subjects like meteorology, air navigation, technical general, RTR. After finishing your exams, you will be starting your flying training, which is stage 2. But during your ground classes, you need to at least score 70% to clear each and every exam. Whereas in other degree courses, you have 40% or 35% as the passing threshold. In aviation, we have put 70% as the minimum score, as the minimum passing threshold, which means you have to put more efforts, you have to put more hard work in gaining your knowledge, in clearing your exams. That is when you will have the real fun in your flying training part. Now the fun part begins, stage 2, your flying training. So as per DGCA rules, you are supposed to do 200 hours of flying training, under which 185 hours is going to be on a single engine and last 15 hours is going to be on a multi-engine aircraft. There is no much difference. Single engine, we just have 1 engine in front, whereas in multi-engine aircraft, you have 2 engines, one on the right and one on the left. But both of the aircrafts are going to be a light category aircraft. After completing your flying training, you will get a license from DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation. Once you get the license, you are officially eligible to apply for airline vacancies. We have top airline companies in India like Indigo, Air India, Akasa Air, and many more. Now to do your flying training, again you have options. You can do your flying training in India or abroad. When it comes to abroad, one of the most popular country is USA. You have USA, South Africa, New Zealand, Canada. When it comes to deciding which country to choose for your flying training, we have time. Because the stage 1 is going to be your ground classes. While you are studying your subjects, we will be helping you out with all the necessary information, which will help you to take an informed decision with respect to what is your budget, what is your comfortable country, and the visa processing will be taken care. But if you choose to do your flying training in India, again we have options. The budget-friendly option will cost you up to 45 lakhs, whereas on the expensive side, it will go up to 60 lakhs. Lekin, if you decide to do your flying training from USA, your cost of training, your cost of accommodation, your flight tickets, coming back to India, applying for the India license, everything combined will approximately cost you 70 lakh rupees. Yes, you heard me right. Why? What is the difference? Fuel prices, aviation tax is more in India when compared to other countries like USA. That is why even if you do your flying training in USA, it is costing up to 70 lakhs, whereas in India, it will cost up to 60 lakhs. If you think you have the budget for USA, trust me, you will be getting 10 times more quality of training and exposure from these countries. But when it comes to budget-friendly options, 45 lakhs is what it will cost you in India for CPL, whereas South Africa was supposed to be also a budget-friendly option. But in recent times, the prices have gone up. Even in South Africa, the reality is it will easily cost you up to 60 lakh rupees for your entire flying training. In that case, you could happily do it in India as well. India also on the expensive side will cost you 60 lakhs. There is no hassle of converting into Indian license. It will approximately take the same time because let's say if you want to do flying training in India, it will take 1.5 years. Whereas in USA or South Africa, it may be done in 1 year, but when you come back to India, again, you have to take 3 to 4 months of time to get your Indian license. Once you get your pilot's license, now you are eligible to apply for airlines as an airline pilot. You have companies like Indigo, Air India, Akasa Air, and few more airlines where they hire CPL holders without type rating. But there is a catch. I'll tell you everything step by step. So listen the video till the end so that we will have enough clarity on what to choose, where to do, and how to get started with. Once you apply for the vacancies, now comes the challenging part, the airline interviews. Airline interviews are broadly in 4 stages. Stage 1 is going to be your written exam. This is where the foundation, the ground classes, the core theory which you have studied will help you to crack the first round of interview. The second round is going to be your aptitude assessment. We call it as ADAPT, and then you have group discussion, and further you have the personal interview. In all of these rounds, they are trying to look at your personality, your communication skills, and your general awareness about aviation. Let's say you get a good instructor like me, then you will be able to clear all your interview rounds without any difficulty. Later, you will be hired as a junior first officer. Now, as a junior first officer, again, you will undergo roughly around 6 months of training. 3 months is going to be your type rating. Another 3 months is going to be your airline training. But your question might be, what exactly is type rating? Let's understand. So far, during your CPL, you have done all of your flying training on a light category aeroplane. That is your 200 hours. But when you get selected into airlines, you are supposed to fly those bigger jets as an airline pilot, which means you can't directly start flying those bigger jets. You have learned, you have trained on a light category, you have got your pilot's license, you know how to fly, but now you also have to learn how to fly those bigger jets specifically. Now, for this specific type of training on a specific aeroplane, we call it as type rating. Let's say you get selected on Airbus A320, you will be doing your type rating on Airbus A320. It takes roughly around 3 months. You will be trained on an artificial flight simulator. A flight simulator is nothing but a machine which exactly behaves like a real aeroplane. The G-forces, the maneuvers. Let's say you want to practice engine failures or emergency landings. All of those can't be practiced on a real aeroplane. So we are practicing on an artificial machine, on a flight simulator. After finishing your type rating, you now undergo airline training, where you actually fly the Airbus A320, you practice the landings and takeoffs on the real aeroplane. The irony is, cost of type rating and airline training is also paid by the pilot. Approximate cost will go up to 25 lakhs for your type rating and airline training. But if you look at the total cost, on the budget-friendly side, it is costing you 45 lakhs for your CPL, plus your airline and type rating, 25 lakhs. Total sum goes up to 70 lakh rupees. And on the expensive side, if you do your flying training from USA and then later your airline training and type rating, it will go up to 95 lakhs, 70 lakhs for your CPL and 25 lakhs for your airline and type rating. Whenever someone decides to enter into aviation, I tell the same thing to each and every student and the parents, that you have to be prepared with 2 things. Number 1 is the mindset. If you really want to become a pilot, you need to have that passion, you need to have that dedication. And the best example is, let's say as soon as you enter into aviation, the next 2 to 3 years, you should be only thinking about planes and aeroplanes. This level of madness, doesn't matter what is the struggle, doesn't matter what is the competition, you will be definitely achieving the dream job which you always worked for. And the number 2 is the financial planning. As aviation and airline training is expensive, you should be also looking into the finances as a family and the expenses you're going to spend for next 2 to 3 years. If these two things fall in place for you, my friend, you are looking into the perfect industry. Next 10 years, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. If you are ready, you will be able to grab the opportunity. Now, if you have decided to start your pilot training, fill the form, reach out to us, and our team will guide you at each and every stage. But if you still feel confused, they will provide you my personal number. We can get on a one-on-one call and discuss all your problems. Thanks for staying till the end. I wish the best for you and hoping to see you in the cockpit soon.